Welcome to Crashing Game Night. My name is Matt Diorio, your host. As always, we have the beanied one, Gerard Barrera,
Hi, how you doing, everyone? Thank you all for joining. And hey, what's up? It's a whole new week. What's up, boys?
and fresh from his shopping trip to Living Spaces,
Hey, gotta switch it
we
up,
have
man.
our
Can't-
maitre d' services, the man with a couch, the man, the myth, the legend, the Lion's Mane, Jason Belidio.
How's it going, guys? How's it going? You gotta switch it up once in a while.
Yeah.
You gotta see if the grass is greener on the other side. Sometimes it
So,
is. Sometimes
so
it's not.
for all the viewers, yes, we,
Boom, the new couch.
Jason has chosen a couch.
Yes.
Fun.
This is a little bit more professional.
A little
as
more
opposed-
processional. Man, some may say safe. Since the last
The last one
last
got
choice.
a lot of.
as we were discussing before we were recording,
Yeah.
it was a choice. You made it, and we went with it.
You can't be saying it like that, though, man. If you say it like that, it's just like, bro.
Oh
What's
no,
wrong with
dude!
you?
Hey, man, it had a long run. Was it maybe too long of a run? Maybe, but it had a great long run. It was an interesting couch, and you chose it. So there you go. Good for you.
Chic 70s.
This one is a little bit more professional.
Yeah.
We had to
you
style it up a little bit.
you could definitely interpret. This was definitely the safe. You made the safe choice, which is okay. This is nice.
The 180. It's
Yeah, the
okay.
180. This is a good one.
Had to jump to a different spot to find it. Yeah, so it's okay.
Go outside
Get
of
up the
outside
budget.
of the norm a little bit. We went
Get up the
to
budget.
we
go
went to
find
living
furniture shopping.
spaces.
Yeah, living spaces. Like it's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Shout outs to them.
Had you
Like,
say
very
that, and it
cool.
makes me think of In Living Color.
Oh yeah. What
And-
segment?
Yeah.
Just the way you're the kind of like the beginning of it, right? You
Oh,
remember
like
the
in
old
their intro
music?
song? Yeah.
In Living Color.
In living color.
And what makes me think about that too is because the Wayans brothers announced with a trailer, Scary Movie's getting a reboot,
That's right. Oh wow.
and it is.
I can't wait to see what they do.
It's
And
from the looks of
apparently
it. It's
Everyone's
typical-
coming back.
It's typical Scary Movie,
Yeah.
and it's got Anna Faris back for it too.
Yeah.
Oh
I heard
my
that too.
God.
I have to see the trailer because, like,
I sent it to you on TikTok,
okay, I'm gonna check it out.
but where stands the
I
babyface
heard it's
one-
pretty clever. Like the
Yeah.
way they tie everyone in, like it's pretty clever. Like, oh no, they're definitely up to their old shenanigans from what I hear, and
Yes.
like it's getting a good reception.
Where stands the babyface one. It's got some stuff going on right now.
We miss you,
we love
brother.
you. We miss you. We here for you. I got news from my cardiologist after Tuesday's episode. And it is kind of what I kind of alluded to is actually what happened. My chamber is enlarged and my valve has weakened. So it's definitely go time next Wednesday to figure out what we need to do to fix it.
Yeah, and where you're officially at.
Yep.
Yeah.
So again, listen to your body. Yeah, especially in the case of my buddy, which still thoughts out to my buddy too as well, going through cancer. The surgery went well. However, they found that it had spread. So
Oh,
now
okay.
he's gonna have to go through chemo. So, brother, love you. You got everybody behind you for that. We've been having daily check-ins with each other and stuff like that, which is kind of nice. Especially him getting through his first round and whatnot. So, but yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. Real quick, the SAG Awards, actually now known as the Actors, uh, was held the other night. Catherine O'Hara got the Best
Yeah.
Actress award, which is great.
Yeah.
She totally deserves every award she's up for. And then they gave Harrison Ford the Lifetime Achievement Award, and he
Ooh.
flat out said, "You know what? Thank you to George Lucas and Steven Spielberg because my career was shit before you two."
Mm,
Because he was saying he was going from
that's
one acting
awesome.
job back to carpentry, acting job back to carpentry, and he was doing carpentry at the time of American Graffiti. So,
He was doing either Lucas's or Spielberg's house at the time, yeah,
yeah. So,
or something at their house, yeah.
yeah. So it was definitely some good laughs and stuff that they had with some of that stuff. And I didn't realize that Sean Astin is now the president of the Screen Actors
The
Guild.
Screen Actors Guild,
I
yeah.
think that is a great choice because he actually does truly care about everybody from the top down. Doesn't matter if you're an
And
A-lister or you're just starting out.
I heard he's even still takes counsel from was it Deborah Messing?
No,
Fran Drescher. It was
Fran Drescher was
yeah.
the
He
one
still
before him.
takes counsel from Fran Drescher. Like he was saying in an interview, like, "Oh, I was just like in a meeting with a few other people or past presidents, and Fran was there, and we were kind
Hmm.
of just brainstorming or something like that." Like he's very much like, "Hey, throw me an idea. Let's figure this out." Like
Um,
yeah,
and I know I shared this
very
is the
Sam. Oh,
one
Sam.
Marvel thing we'll actually talk about tonight, Jason.
Oh, okay.
But you're gonna get a kind of a kick out of this. Like, so I sent you, um, Jerry, I sent you this on TikTok, right? And it's an interview with Kurt Russell and his son
Uh,
on the Today Show. So they're like, we asked Wyatt. Wyatt can't tell us anything about Doomsday. So they looked to
uh,
Kurt and they're like, hey, we're going to talk to you about this. So do you know which, he's like, they're like, do you know which heroes are going to show up? And he's like, yeah, they're going to show up. And then it's like, okay, do you know if any civilians are going to be in danger? Yeah, probably so. And then they end it, they're like, okay, how does the movie end? And he goes, cliffhanger?
there we go.
So it's kind of nice
Very clever
to
answers.
kind of
Yeah,
see that
yeah.
they're kind of
That's
promoting
funny.
the fact that they're now working together on the Godzilla show for Apple TV.
Yeah, that's right. Season 2 came out for
Yep,
Monarch.
for Monarch.
Yes,
So,
definitely recommended.
yep.
It's a good show.
And then
Good
on the
show.
on the DC front, I got my pops in for all of Smallville. I
Oh,
have
nice. That's
all the
right.
pops. So,
In further news, we got I think during the Super Bowl we got another trailer
Supergirl.
for Supergirl.
Yep.
Got to
And it
see a
looks
little bit
just
more of
as
Lobo, Jason Momoa's true character of what he originally wanted to be, along with everyone else wanted him to be
yep.
originally.
And
Yeah, looks good.
it's interesting, and I think this is where who knows what happens is that now it's got to go through regulatory approval. Netflix is backed out of the Warner Brothers deal because Paramount's deal was so over the top that Netflix was like, "Pff, nope, hands off. We
Hmm.
don't need to pay it." So, pending regulatory approval, Paramount is going to be merging with Warner Brothers now.
Oh
So
wow.
So I saw somebody put out a clip of when Tony shows up to the Avengers compound in when they go back in time, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's like when Kevin Feige rolls up to ask James Gunn to come back to the Marvel universe.
That's funny.
But it, having Paramount and Warner Brothers merged, I think I don't know how good that's gonna be. You got it's gonna be one big movie conglomerate for sure. But
So it's a good and bad thing. For one, it's eliminating the the services and the streaming part of that area, because now they're going to be one service. But yeah, the double-edged sword of that predicament is exactly what you said, Matt. Is that it's going to be even bigger and have even more in its vault where who it has a lot that it could throw in the vault. It has a lot. Yeah, it just gives them a lot of inventory that they can play with.
And it's just
What is
another
it that they
excuse.
get? They get DC. They have a lot of licenses that they could like withhold or mess with. Or I mean, WB. That means Harry Potter too.
Yes.
Yeah. So Star Trek, I think.
Star
Yeah.
Trek's already with Paramount. So,
Oh, okay. That's right.
but that being said, that's just another excuse for them to raise my rates. Hey, we're gonna add all of Warner
True.
Brothers in here. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Is it worth it to get that? Because technically that is two entities as opposed to just having Netflix or just
I
Disney
have Disney
Plus.
Plus,
I don't
I
know.
have Disney Plus, Apple TV, Paramount. Yeah,
Jeez. A lot,
Yeah.
man.
I
See,
wanted
there's
Apple.
there's so
That's a
many.
lot.
I
Yeah.
wanted
That's a
Apple
lot.
TV so I could also start trying to watch F1 races because
Mm.
F1's included with Apple TV now. So I was like, hey, the 5 extra bucks on top of my cell phone bill, I can just get Apple TV, and that's the same price as I'm paying for F1. So I might as well just get it all.
Sweet.
Um, anyways, so let's talk some gaming tonight. We got quite a bit, and I'm going to start off for Jason tonight.
Wow.
Oh.
I am.
I'm hoping it is that time of the month.
It is, sir. It is very much that time of the month.
Oh. Very cool.
So to the theater we go.
Heads up, by the way, hopefully some of y'all were able to see that Blood Moon this last night.
We
or
did
aka
not.
Oh, no.
This morning.
We here on the East Coast did not really see much of that.
Yeah, you got the back end of it, with if you were able to see it, it's like very daytime-ish, not as ooh and ah.
All right,
Wasn't
sir.
as
It was,
impressive?
yeah, it was 3 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast, so
Yeah. It's
Oh,
6
dang.
a.m. here,
Yep.
So
It's pretty much like daytime almost
Yeah.
for you guys. Yeah.
all right, Jason, here you go.
Yep,
The
I've
monthly
seen
games
this.
for March are PGA Tour 2K25, Slime Rancher 2, Monster Hunter Rise for both the PS5 and the PS4, and Elder Scrolls Online PS5 and
PGA?
PS4. PGA
Yeah, yay.
2K25.
Yep.
So Jason, starting with you, they are officially playable as we record currently right now.
Yep.
Your thoughts, sir?
Yeah. I'm starting to like them having this like every other month a sports game or a sports theme. It does make it a little bit better that way. You have a little bit more something that you can look forward to. I'm digging that a lot. Other than that, the other three older games, that's okay, you know. Um, but Slight Rancher, fun, open world, just similar to an Animal Crossing, just do a little bit of daily things, unwind. Nothing to be like, oh, I need to really invest a lot of time, you know. And then you have
Which one was
Monster-
that for?
The Slime Rancher.
Slime Rancher. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like it's a fun game.
Huh.
Just collect some slime,
Mm-hmm.
build up a little like farm community, and you're like, all right, chilling.
Different slimes make different things or craft different things, probably. Okay.
Yeah,
I want to check that
Have
out.
some fun. Have some fun.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's not one of those where it's a time draining. And you also have Monster Hunter, which is an older game, which is okay. It's still a Monster Hunter game, And same with Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls Online, still online, which is
Dude, that thing is
good.
still cooking.
Yeah, still solid. You know, you're not missing out, and you're at the same time not putting in too much of it. Is this a solid lineup? A little bit lower. I'd give it a C grade. You know, but again, as of last Friday, you know, hopefully we need to talk about this, you know, but hopefully,
We'll get there, Jay.
yeah.
Are you
But
talking about the 30th
no,
celebration?
no,
30th.
no,
Oh,
I'm not talking about the
ooh,
30th celebration. I'm talking
okay.
about the new possible overthrower of Expedition 33 game that came out Friday,
Oh,
dude.
what game would that be, sir?
Oh, sir, that would be Resident Evil 9, bro.
That's
Oh,
right, baby.
RE9. Solid, dude.
Yeah, I've
Solid.
been following. I can't wait to get it, but I gotta wait.
I
I
was
gotta wait a little bit.
I was
And I'm
I
going
did
through
pick up
four remake again right now.
I did pick up 4 Remake on sale on
Yeah.
PlayStation Store for
Sweet.
$15. And then
Oh yeah, tell them
speaking
the
of
other good news you got to pick
speaking of
up,
sales,
dude.
let's talk about that really
Yeah.
quick because
But
then
overall this month, March, it's okay. Have a little off day because we do have some bangers that just came out, or one major
Yeah.
banger that just came out,
Well,
and
yeah,
everybody's playing
some
that.
are saying
Literally,
because
literally
everyone's
everybody
playing
is
it.
playing
Yeah.
that right now.
Yeah.
And some are
Literally
saying
everybody.
like, even given the after some of that have completed the game or are like fully like hours into the game are already saying like game of the year contender.
Oh,
Mhm.
Game of the Year more than no.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked right now
I
if
mean,
something else comes out that is going to overthrow it. I would
yeah.
honestly be shocked.
So
That's how freaking good it is. Like,
speaking of
and
sales,
I don't play horror games. That's
mhm.
that's how much I'm like, yo, this is solid, dude. This is solid.
I can't wait to get it.
So speaking of sales, on top of I also picked up the Worms Armageddon Anniversary Edition, and I cannot wait to hear the Holy Hand Grenade in all its glory.
That's right.
Um,
The Worms fan of the group. I keep forgetting that.
dude, I've been playing Worms since PlayStation, like
Yeah,
original
I remember you
Worms.
told me.
Like Worms Armageddon
That's
is
so
still my
funny.
favorite because that's when we got the Holy Hand Grenade and just throwing that thing and just having it go hallelujah, and then boom, like
That's funny.
putting a crate. But PlayStation, the Direct Store is doing sales as well. So I have picked up the Ghost of Yotai
Dope.
Collector's Edition. I I was like $100 off, sold. Since we all know I have the plates and the controller, I need the collector's edition to go with it. So Jason, did you pick up Ghost of Yotai yet?
I have not.
So I know you're more of a physical person,
Yes.
but this collector's edition comes with a digital code for the full game.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
I will
That was the
pay
only
that forward to you,
that was the
sir.
only downside that I had to, decide on getting it. I did purchase the collectors as well, and so yeah, I have it digitally. I will later buy the game physically, but it
Yes.
will be very heavily discounted. I can wait.
But Jason, I will kick you the code for
All right.
Yotai.
Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you.
I know it's
I will
digital and
take
it's
it.
not all,
It's that's
but
okay.
I mean,
Well,
we'll talk about the shenanigans I've gotten into with Yotai over the last
yeah.
God, it's got its hooks in me right now. Um, but anyways, yeah, so there are some great sales right now as well. I was in here looking at it. If I didn't already have Spider-Man 2, $30 for a brand new
Dope.
copy,
Yeah, that's cool.
$100 off for the Death Stranding 2 collector's
Yeah, I saw
edition.
that too.
That comes with a statue. Like I text you that this morning, Jerry, to be like,
Yeah.
dude, look, because you're our Death Stranding fan. Um, but they
This is all on the
did just
PlayStation website.
this is on direct.playstation.com. And the nice thing is that for those people that have PlayStation Plus, you get free shipping.
Huh.
So
Cool.
This mine shipped out today. It'll be here tomorrow
Oh
Nice,
wow,
dude.
via FedEx.
wow.
So I think it was FedEx or UPS or UPS. But you know, in here you look at Last of Us 2 remastered for 30, Part 1 for 30, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is a game I recommend everybody have for the PS5 because it shows really the capabilities of what it can do.
Jason, they've got your game. They've got your
Um,
all-time favorite game. Until Dawn.
Until Dawn
Oh
for
my god.
30.
For $30? Oh my god.
Demon Souls, which I know Ariel would absolutely say get it from the
Yeah.
now closed Blue Point Studio or Blue Point Games rather. That's 30. You've got Horizon Forbidden West for 20.
Dang, yeah.
That is
And
absolutely
Lego.
one I recommend picking up. Lego Horizon Adventures, which is great. I still need to go back and finish off a little bit on that to platinum that. For 20. You've got Returnal for 30, Helldivers for 30.
Look at see these games that are good are still the same prices until dawn. How is this possible? How is this possible?
Because this is the Until Dawn remake, sir.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, bro.
Christ.
And then on top of that,
That's pretty cool.
They are doing accessory deals as well. So, licensed product, but like the covers and stuff. So,
Oh, dang.
they're doing off the new Slims, they're doing like 15 bucks off of those. But the older console, the first gens, they're doing those half off for all those covers that are out there. So
Yeah.
I had to jump on that edition
Yeah.
because Ghost of Tsushima, the cheapest I can find on eBay is 600 bucks
Dang,
for
really?
that thing sealed.
Ooh.
The mask alone is going for 350 right now.
Sweet.
So when I
Hmm.
went digging for that stuff, because I've got my Yotai shelf behind me now or my Tsushima shelf that I built out, and Yotai's going to go there. I was like, started looking for pieces,
Pretty
and
cool.
I'm like, for that, and I saw what this is going for. I'm like, here's my money, Sony. You know. So, anyways, so real quick before we kind of get into talking about the Pokemon Direct. There's
Oh,
something I want
yeah.
to talk to you guys about, and that is uh, Jason Schreier on on a podcast last week, as well as several others in the industry, are rumoring that PlayStation is going to be leaving the PC market because the sales are just not there. Outside of Helldivers, which sold a grip ton of copies through Steam and whatnot. The
Hmm.
rest of the catalog has not sold what would be expected. And some are theorizing they're just going, you know what, with Xbox now coming out with basically a Steam console for the next console because they've already said it's going to be a premium system. It's going to have the Steam store and everything on it. And you've got the actual Steam box, whatever they're calling that thing, Steam machine coming out, that they're just saying is that Sony is going to pull their exclusives back, starting with Wolverine, and basically say, you want to play our games? This is where you got to play them.
Oh,
So
dang.
we've talked about exclusivity. It's Jason's favorite word when we talk about games sometimes. But if this rumor is true, how do you feel about that?
I'll say like I am all for that. Like it's what a lot of people need to start doing in this day and age to sell their stuff. You know, eh, where can you go to play Final Fantasy games on a PlayStation? You know,
Xbox and Steam now.
and then after the entirety of the game has been played out, then you can eventually play it on a different console. That's fine. But the main factor is that day ones, even like a year into, you want to have that like be in the inn, and you're like, okay, like Expedition 33, like that is a what? Primarily Sony game. Uh, eventually it does come out. Like I said, eventually they do come out into different platforms, and that's fine. If you are able to wait, if you have a backlog, that's okay, and that's fine. But what sells consoles? What sells the driving force to get whatever? You're never going to see a Pokemon game on the PlayStation 5. You're never going to
Nope.
see, you're not going to see good, better racing games other than Mario Kart, which even still gets a lot of like flack for on a Switch. No, there are certain things that you have to keep within the company. Zelda will never be everywhere.
Hmm.
You know, and then Mario will never be anywhere else because it's the company's thing. It will always be Nintendo. So if you want to play a Mario game, you have to get a Nintendo. And Sony, they have Nathan Drake, even though he's starting to fizzle down, but he did have him in the heyday.
If
We have
anything, he
we have
was kind
Horizon.
of he was one of the foundations that built
Yeah,
like that helped
exactly.
build PS4
Uncharted had
Hmm.
six games.
and and PS3 through that era to push it through
Yeah,
Yeah.
that era.
exactly. So you have those, and then when we're talking about Xbox, Xbox had Halo, they had Call of Duty, they had Modern Warfare, they had all the shooters, but they just refused to like exclusivize just making this the shooter console. And you have there's so many people that are shooter like they're down with shooters, action shooters, uh what like stealth shooters, whatever it may be, there's it's kind of ingrained in a lot of our gaming like repertoire, I guess.
Hmm.
But they never capitalized it. They never made anything exclusive to Xbox. And this is why if you've heard from last week, we're talking about how long is it going to be for Xbox, this and that. It's like, yeah, because you just messed up that way. So when it goes to exclusive things like Sony, just go to make games now, or just get out of the PC market. That's okay. That's
I
fine.
I think when you look at
I
the economics of making a game nowadays and how expensive it is, right? Think about this, right? You're building it for the PS5, and then you
yeah,
got to turn around and essentially port it for PC.
yeah, pretty much just
So
like
you're adding more production costs.
I
And
mean, like to a certain degree, yes. You probably do have to just like program a few things here and there.
I'm more looking at your ROI, like return on investment, right? If the cost to, you know, get that ported over to PC, pay your fees to Steam or whatever to have it listed on their storefront, right? After all of that, if you're making very minimal, on return on your investment into porting it over to PC, I think in that case is it's not necessarily worth it from a business standpoint, right? Just instead of wasting the money and the resources on porting a game that's not going to give you a good return on investment, keep that in house. Use that extra funding towards the studio, paying, getting a couple more employees so you don't have to do crunch as much.
Yep.
But I think at the end of the day, what sells consoles? Your exclusives.
Yep.
To Jason's point, and we've
Yep.
said this for ages now. And when you stop having exclusives and those games are starting to be played elsewhere, and the fact is that I can sit there and play all these great PlayStation games and still play Forza. And if I wanted to, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Gears of War,
Mm.
one of Jerry's favorite games, and even when Halo comes, we've got Fable coming this year, we've got Forza, Horizon 6 coming. Like everything I need is on my PlayStation. Why do I need
Yep.
to go? There is no reason for me to go out and spend more than a
$600.
PlayStation 5
Yeah.
digital
Yeah.
for a Series S aka speaker box, Xbox
Oh,
when there's no exclusives.
Yeah.
There is no reason.
Yeah, I
no
agree.
wowness, no wowness.
No.
I mean,
Since that
granted,
whole era's gone, the exclusives are gone. I would say I do agree that this is a strategic good move for Sony. I think
yeah,
it's gonna I think it's gonna kind of force them in a way to kind of restructure and get back to what was important for that company and for that
Correct.
original direction, which was, story driven games, not pay to play. So I hope that is where I hope that is where they're headed, and that is what the direction that they want to go. Because that only means we're going to get further greater games with great characters, great story, and exactly what PlayStation was originally known for shelling out as great games like that too.
Correct.
Yeah, as you said, Jason, exclusive.
yeah,
You know,
exclusive. It's always been
yeah,
that way.
Correct.
That's why
and
I
then
am
I
not a
think that
fan of Marvel
also
anymore.
I also feel like that kind of opens them up more to to have opportunities to do like specialty collectors or deluxe editions for their games, since they don't have to worry about it being, through other consoles. They can it's exclusive. You have a PlayStation, we have these options for you. So who knows? Maybe that will open the door for more creative, like deluxe and collector's editions as well.
I mean, it's just the fact that you're going to have a lot more specialties. So, like now, again, Nintendo will always be the family console. Sony is now going to become more of the not family console, a little bit more teen, mature, which is okay.
Yeah.
You're going to have a lot more loose, like what do we allow, what we don't allow, and then Microsoft is going to be the catch-all and just make games, and it's going to be distributed. That's fine. That's okay. Just like Tony was saying last week, it's the new Sega. That's fine. Yeah,
There you go.
Sega, Microsoft
Only
will
bigger.
become
I would say
Sega,
only
just
only a little bigger, and they've got a
a
little
little
bit
bit
more of
bigger,
a
a lot
yeah.
more titles that they can push out, a lot more money they have behind their backs, and
Mhm.
that's okay. That's fine.
I I think if Asha's smart, right? And they plan to really do the console right. I think she would be smart to say, okay, cool. Once Halo and Fable release in 2026, all of Microsoft games go at least a minimum exclusivity for at least a year
I don't see
before
anything
trying to
wrong
go
with
to,
that.
you know,
Before going to
um,
another other platform like PlayStation or
or
Nintendo,
something, right?
I have no problem
But
with that. I've never had a problem with that. When they even did that for a few games like Tomb Raider, stuff like that, I was totally fine with that.
but that being said, you've got to decide which of your franchises you're going to keep completely exclusive.
That is also, I mean,
Um,
well, I don't think they're going to keep anything completely
e-
exclusive.
but then you don't have it. But then people don't have a reason to be on your Xbox.
Right? They
When you
just
think
they
about
just
it,
have to
right?
wait a year. Yeah,
Honestly, for me, sure, I'll wait a year for Halo.
yeah.
Why not? Like Forza,
But
sure,
I don't
I'll
even
wait a
think
year.
like you guys have said in the past with Microsoft, they have put all their cards into pretty much being a developer and distributor. So I don't even think they'd go that route either.
I Yeah, I think when you're looking at it from a if you're trying to get as much value out of this division as possible, you've got to do something that's going to start making you money. Like really making you money
Mhm.
because we know Game Pass isn't doing the return on investment that they want. As a matter of fact, they had, when they raised the prices, you had trending hashtag, cancel Game Pass, trending
Oh
because
yeah,
people
when they
were just
doubled down
canceling Game Pass
and when
because
they
they took
increased the
value. Yeah.
the price for the consoles as
Yep.
well. Yeah.
So you've got, don't get me wrong, she's got some work ahead of her. If they are truly not sunsetting the Xbox division, like we're all thinking 5 years and it's gone, right? Is that if they're not going to sunset the division, she's got a lot of work ahead of her. I think on some levels, what where Xbox is now is kind of back to where it was with Matrick, with the Xbox One reveal, right? You have
Uh-huh.
so much bad faith, like you're doing things that for your console you think people want, but they don't want. It's like you're forcing the Connect on people, right? In this case, is you were forcing Game Pass on people in some ways, you know? And it just right now,
Well, I don't think it was more
$30.
forced. I think it was more like, hey, this is our direction that we're going. You're
I
gonna have
mean,
to
it
make a
still
choice here.
sounds pretty
I mean,
forced.
yeah, no, that's true. It's just, yeah, but that's also tough. Like when you make that kind of decision, you're changing the trajectory of your company.
Yes.
So like really, no matter what, you're gonna look like a bad guy, being like, hey, listen, we're sorry, but this is the new direction. This is where we're going. And
And
then.
I
But
can
but
see some of that being
let's
rolled
also
back.
not forget when they were doing that transition and telling everybody we were going to Game Pass, they also dropped the ball on that too. Because they pretty much, if I remember correctly, do you guys remember this? Like they were like take it or leave it. Like this is what we're doing now.
Yeah, they basically when they evolved from Xbox Live to Game Pass, yeah, they were like
Yeah,
basically if you want to
like
be able
this
to
is
play
it.
online with friends,
Yeah.
this is the tier you have to have. If you don't care about playing online, hey, you can still go with this tier. You just can't play multiplayer, you know? So it there was a lot of bad decisions. I don't fault them for trying something different, right? Because honestly, for a lot of people out there that can't afford 70, $80 for a game, when it launches, it was attractive at $20 for a month, right?
Hmm.
Now it's like $30 per month, but $20 for a month, $240 for a year, right? That's the equivalent of three brand new games, give or take, like with tax and all of that. So for the same price as three games, you're getting access to day one releases plus all these extra titles. So for a parent that could afford at the time when the speaker box was $300, right? Get the $300 speaker box, then I'm spending $240 a year, and my kids can play whatever games they want as long as they're in the library. And then I
Hmm.
don't have to go out and buy games. So that's the upside, but now they've taken that pardon me, completely away. So we'll see, but I if it is true and Sony is planning to pull back out of the PC market, I think that is a that I'm not speaking from a fanboy perspective, but I think that's a smart move from a business perspective, right?
Yeah.
Give people the reason to be on your console and
Agreed.
not have to wait, right? So, speaking of being on a console, Jason brought up yet another exclusivity type item that you will never see on a PlayStation or an Xbox, and that is Pokemon. And last week we
Yeah.
had a Pokemon Direct to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. So, with it, they announced
Wind and
Pokemon
waves.
Winds and Waves coming in 2027. And Jason, they're embracing stuff we have talked about before, which hurt the PS5 and the current Xbox Series generation. Winds and Waves is going to be Switch 2 exclusive.
Ta-da!
To Switch 2.
Now, when we talked about things like Mario Kart and Donkey Kong Bonanza, we were like that it's not really enough to buy a Switch 2.
Hmm.
Pokemon just became your system seller.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Straight up.
they did show the new gen, I guess, the new gen.
Hmm.
Yeah, the starting three.
Yeah, this new starting.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid, man. Like they're cute. They're cute enough where
Hmm.
they're like, hey, you know what? I'm in, you know? Like they I don't know how they create these
They are
concepts, you
Brout,
know.
Pombon, and Gekwai. I
Yeah.
guess if that's what you
I
want
don't
to.
know how they do it, whatever. It'll be a mystery for me forever. That's fine. Let it be a mystery. But you know, it's just enough for like that's so cute. But then you're like, oh, these look like they have too much attitude, and you're like,
Hmm.
what's going on? And you're like, oh, you know what? But they look good, and they're gonna be Switch 2 exclusive. You know,
And I think
Eh,
that right there, we know Pokemon sells Switches
Pokemon sells.
Oh yeah, just in general.
in general,
Pokemon
right?
sells.
So
That's it.
making it Switch 2 only is a fantastic move because then you're at that point going, all right, the Switch is dead. We're moving forward,
Yep.
and you got the Pikachus dressed in their little outfits and whatnot, which
Which possibly means you can dress your personal Pokemon.
Which is a
yep.
great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea because like
Yeah.
it's been a long time since
You've
they have
always
like
wanted to kind of accessorize your Pokemon, or at
you
least
always
your
want to
buddy
give them
Pokemon
some
that was with you.
personality.
And it
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks
you want to give some personality because
this
Yeah.
looks
that's your
gorgeous,
buddy Pokemon, you know.
by the way. Like the ocean and the backgrounds just look really great. Um,
Yeah, it looks good.
to Jason's point,
Huh.
here are
There they are.
your new Pokemon, Brout, Pombon,
I like Pom Bomb, but
and
I
Gekway.
also I like
I'd be
Gekwe too.
going with the Gecko. Like
Gekwe it actually is
I
pretty cool.
I usually go water.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I oh yeah.
I've switched it up.
Last with Shield I went water as well. And Inteleon is
Oh
a
dang! So
beast
can
when you
you
get
go
him going.
underwater? Is that what this means?
Yeah.
Gnarly.
So yeah. So it's glad to see that it is going to be, exclusive to the
Winds,
Switch 2. It's winds and waves.
waves. Cool.
They did talk about Pokemon Champions, which is set to launch on the Switch in April.
Hmm. What is that one about?
Um,
Is that like a versus?
it's
Like,
kind of like Pokemon Stadium, and
gotcha.
versus like it's basically just you battle with your Pokemon.
Oh, cool. That's
You
gonna
know,
be
kind of like
yeah.
it's just another variant.
If they execute that well, that's gonna be a big one too.
Yeah. Pokemon TCG.
Ooh, TCG. Let's do TCG.
They showcase classic cards throughout the history, and then they tease what's coming up for some special cards for the 30th anniversary.
Oh,
They did talk about Pokopia, which is Pokemon meets Animal Crossing in a way.
oh yeah.
Um, you know, um, so that's coming out on as we record. It's coming out on Thursday.
Oh,
So,
nice.
and that's a Switch 2 exclusive. If
There
we
we
talk
go.
about it, uh, Pokemon ZA, they're getting the Mega Dimension DLC. You've
Anything to
got,
squeeze anything out of that because it did terrible.
I mean, you got to think about it. Sword and Shield got DLC. I think Scarlet and Violet got DLC.
Yeah, but they
They
were
always,
successful.
yeah.
Z and A didn't do well. They need anything they can get.
I was trying to defend it, but
You can't hide from the truth.
oh, yeah, and then you know, one of those things that they mentioned is this trainers who transfer Pokemon from Pokemon Legends ZA to the Switch version of Pokemon Home will receive an Alpha Chikorita. an Alpha Tepig, and an Alpha Totodile as mystery
Oh, cool.
gifts on the mobile version of Home. So you're gonna have
Pokemon
to have
Home.
both of them, you know. Pokemon XP and the World Champions
Yep.
championships are gonna be going on in San Francisco. The
This is this
finals are
year.
gonna
Yep.
be in the
Hmm.
Chase Center, and they're saying that's 3 times the size of what they had last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
you know, I just hope that wherever they do it, because like they always have limited quantities for the Poke Center and the World Championship. Luckily, I was able to go to the
Yeah.
World Championship last year, the 2025. And not gonna lie, the Anaheim Convention Center was just large enough where it wasn't like super crowded, super packed.
It
You
was
can still
just
just
right.
yeah, it was just right. So I mean, to have a super large venue like that, I don't know. It may be too large because you think that it's going to be like, oh wow, like you're going to need a lot of spot, but no, like I really don't think you do. Not that large.
Hmm.
No.
So to give you an idea, the Chase Center is home to the Golden State Warriors and the WNBA's Golden State Valkyries.
Oh,
So
dang. Okay.
So I
yeah,
mean, like again, it might be too large. Maybe it's for they're trying to like up the like up the production value, I guess. Like,
I mean the other
have it
option is they
have it
could also
more
be, you know.
grandiose. I don't know, grandeur.
So Jason, they are doing Pokemon. So there's 3 different things going on there. You've got the TCG
Yeah,
championships, the Pokemon Go championships, and
yeah,
Pokemon Unite
yeah.
championships.
All three were at the Anaheim
Yeah.
one as well. So it's not like
I wonder if they're expecting more than 3,000 people
I don't know.
this year, you know?
Dang, dude.
I don't know.
So,
So we'll see.
alrighty. And then it was announced that Fire Red and Leaf Green are coming to the Switch.
Yep, that's right.
Yep. And
They were already
they're already
pre-orderable.
available. They're
Are
available
they?
already.
Yeah, I think you can buy them. I don't know if they released yet. Let's go find out.
They should be digitally available.
They are officially digitally. Yeah, when this
Yeah.
broke, people were pre-ordering
Yeah.
them.
Oh
They are
yeah.
now available
Yep.
for
Yeah,
20
because
apiece.
I had a picture sent over to me. I was like, 2004, like 2004 me, my weekend was fire red and a
I
bag of
mean,
potato chips and a pizza. And then my Saturday in 2026, fire red, a pizza, and now a case of beer. I was like,
That's
I
oh
mean,
wow.
they look good though, Jay. I mean, for the
No,
age of the games.
it looks good,
but
man.
they're
Good
fully
stuff.
digital, right? You don't get
Yes, they're
physical.
digital
No,
only.
no physical. Yep, only
Yep.
digital.
Now, the other
That's
thing
smart.
with
That would also create a frenzy.
now the other thing is though is that these are also going to be compatible with Pokemon Home. So you're going to be able to send them
Oh
Pokemon you catch in
shit.
Fire Red and Leaf Green to Home, and then transfer them into like Sword, Shield, Scarlet, Violet. You're going to be able to transfer them all the way around. So I think they're
Hmm.
missing out by not having a physical bundled release on
No way.
those.
Nope. I don't think so.
Um,
You'd have to
I
charge everybody again $60 for it when you can just get this for online. Like it's
bundle it
not
for
worth it.
40, same
Not worth
price.
it. Not worth it, man. I think this is a great idea because one, you have so many people that are just literally getting it for the nostalgia flavor. Two, they're getting it as another Pokemon that they can play for their Pokemon home. And then three, the originals, they had timing issues with the actual physical one, which you can obviously update it to this day and age.
Hmm.
But the battery issue, at least for the Game Boy Advance ones, they would die out on you. So you'd
Yeah.
have to
Hmm.
literally bricked itself over time.
I
So I mean,
Damn.
just Yeah, I
This
just
is
look at it
good.
nowadays though. Like for instance, I've got multiple switches, right? And for me, I'm not going to go buy $40 per switch so my kids can play whatever switch and play whatever version, right? So if I had the cartridge, yeah, absolutely. Like I'd even buy Scarlet and I bought them Scarlet, I think it is. I've bought them Sword and Shield, so they have both versions, but they can use that cartridge between different systems. So I'm only spending one.
Mhm.
So now they also did announce Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness for the GameCube Virtual Console on the Switch 2. And then they announced this little thing. It is a game music collection to look like a Game Boy.
That's cool. That's cool.
So it comes with it looks and they say it looks and sounds exactly like a Game Boy system. Comes with 45 cartridges that you can insert to listen to songs and sound effects.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Ooh.
they
That's
are
cool.
doing one for Red and
Oh
Blue.
no. Yeah, people are, God, they're smart. People are going to jump all over that. That's a collectible for
Yeah,
sure.
that is a for sure collectible.
So they said it's available through the Pokemon Center. So let's go find out. Let's go see how much they actually really are. And of course, hey, look right on the front page.
Yeah. Going on the Lego site right now, looking at the Pokemon.
Where's the
Oh, Pokemon Center site. Oh, there we go. Wow. That's a cool collage.
Guess they don't have it on here. They said it's available. Oh, it's arrival Pokemon Center soon. So it hasn't even shown up yet. So
Oh.
alrighty. So you got Pokemon TCG Pocket is getting the Paldean Wonders
Yep.
expansion. It was the 10th anniversary for Pokemon Go, so they're going to do a bunch of stuff throughout the rest of the week. Pokemon Unite is getting some stuff added to it for the celebration. You get Pokemon Masters EX is getting some add-on stuff through April.
Mm.
Pokemon Sleep is getting Mew added to it.
Ooh. You.
And then finally, they are doing a add-on starting, which started last week for Pokemon Cafe Remix. Um, to help celebrate, you're getting some of the Kanto region Pokemon, and then more chef outfits and stuff are getting added as well. So overall, not bad. I think the biggest one though, it was kind of like the worst kept secret is that we were going to be getting the 10th gen Pokemon, Winds and Waves. Um, I think it is like we said, it's a good thing they're going exclusivity. I think it's time.
Yeah.
It is time.
Agreed.
So with that, Jason, what have you been playing? What have you been watching?
Um, well, right now my PlayStation 5 has been dominated with RE9. Um, I haven't been playing. I've been playing it with my wife.
Oh,
Kind
nice.
of we kind of
Ooh,
like go through it. She plays most of it, but then like when we save, we I go and mess around and like, okay, can we do this? Can we do that? No, okay, take a few deaths here and there because we have that save file. Um, Other than Resident Evil 9, I've been trying to find something new to watch right now. Just been watching Freyren at Journey's End, that
Nice. I need to
anime
start that as
that's
well.
yeah, that anime that's about the elf that's you know
Live
It's pretty much yeah.
a number of lifetimes.
Yeah, that lives after they killed the Demon King in the beginning, and so like the life after an adventurer, I
Yeah.
guess. No, it's an older anime, so a lot of people probably know about it. But yeah, like I'm just trying to find something new to watch. Other than that, just those two been on it. I do need to finish Wukong now that we have RE9, so then that way I don't have to like switch the discs in and out, in and out. But I'm on the
Oh, the
fifth
downsides
zone.
of physical.
Oh yeah,
Gotta
that's okay.
swap out those discs.
Yeah, but
it's
I
all
mean,
right.
like, but I mean, I have them. That's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wukong. I'm on the fifth zone, so you know I'm
Dope.
not too far from the end. But at the same time, I'm just like taking my time with it. One of the things that I'm kind of still sad about every time I play Wukong is that I do want to listen to it in the Chinese, but the subtitles are too small, and that's what I am sad about with that. That's it.
Okay.
Other than that,
But that's not bad. That's not a bad gripe. So that means it's a
yeah.
pretty good game.
Oh yeah. Like I do wish that, like I said, I do wish I could listen to all of it in Chinese again and not have to like.
How dope was that blood pond tiger fight?
Oh, dude, that was a good fight.
Yeah.
It was just it took a little bit longer than some of the other fights, but now, yeah. But right now, what did I just beat? I just beat. You beat it, right, Jerry?
No, I didn't finish it.
Okay, but
no.
It is one of them is there's this two of them, and you have to kind of beat one at a time. And I was like, oh my god, I was having the hardest time figuring out like what the moves were. I mean, eventually I beat it, but it was just annoying because I just didn't have the patience for that day.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. The fourth boss fight though was the one that I actually had to look up. I literally had to look that one up. And I was like, wow, okay. This is why I'm losing.
Oh, nice. All right,
But,
Matt.
yeah, Matt.
Matt, what about you?
Gonna go to me? Wow.
Yeah,
because
I
feel like
messing up
Jerry's
the
got something
rotation,
for me.
dude.
we are.
Anyways, so I am going on week 3 now of not touching my Switch.
Wow,
Oh, wow.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why per se?
it's okay. You've been diligently finishing.
Well, you will get to
Yote?
that, yeah. But I tried going back to Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know. It's just something about the game that's just not
Man, what a bummer. That's too
connecting
bad.
with me. And I love
Yeah.
Prime. I absolutely love Prime 1 through 3. Just 4 is not hooking
Just not
me.
hitting.
It's like
Yeah.
the story is not great so far. Just everything. It just doesn't feel like Metroid, you know?
Gotcha.
Um, but yeah, it's been all Yotai.
Nice.
All Yotai. And
Very cool.
I am now 4 trophies away. Sorry, 3 trophies away from a platinum.
Wow.
And they
Nice.
are all just story.
Like doable. Yeah.
Fighter, Dragon, Saito. That's it. And I'm done.
Dope.
Everything else. And I want to throw this out there to Sucker Punch if you're listening. I think it is absolute bullshit that Takezo is a bronze trophy and finishing all the bounties was a gold trophy.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Takezo should have been a gold trophy. Like that guy is tough. I haven't beaten him yet, but like that's on my agenda. But
he gets to the point where you want to just throw your controller.
oh, dude, it became known.
And
like when it was heavily getting streamed, Dude, the footage of people trying to like, bro, I was one hit
I
away.
had him,
Like
yeah.
two more hits, two more
So
hits. Like,
last
oh
night I'm
man.
sitting here, the kids are sitting here watching me, right?
Uh,
They're like watching intently, like we're watching like some sporting event, right? Like it's bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, 2 outs, down, you're down 3 runs, right? And I was working it, and then finally, like I said, fuck it. And I went with the spear, the Yuri.
nice.
Um, and it was like, okay, I can keep him at range. I'm hitting him. It gives because of the Yuri is actually best against, you know, the dual weapons. Um, not necessarily the katanas, because katanas are actually off balance and better against the Yuri, right? But it was like for some reason I was able to do it. Got him down to one hit freaking left. And he turned around and Batman my ass. Like just straight up, dude, down, you're done. So I was like, okay. So how do we want to do this? So I was like, okay, let's try dual katanas. And I switched up some of my charms. I had the assassins or the bounty hunter armor going,
Mhm.
which gives you the perfect parry attacks and stuff. So I just basically lit my sword on fire, countered him, set his ass on fire to help, and just started knocking him down. After one set of fire and getting him on the next parry, I'd switch in the kunai, so that way I could hit the kunai and break him, and then do some
Nice.
extra damage and stuff. So got to the point where I had 3 spirit bubbles saved, and I'm like, I'm almost dead from the frost because you've
Yeah.
got that going against you, and I hit it, disarmed him, had 5 kunais ready to go, swapped into the kunais, and just stunned him and rocked him. Like, and then all of a sudden it's like, I get it, I did it. I was like, it was one of those moments in gaming where you just
I got
you
him. I
slide your
got him.
chair,
Yes, I
you
got
slide
him.
your
Like,
chair back, you basically stand up and you just go, yes, like it was one
yeah,
of those moments, and it was like I haven't experienced that in a long time in a game, and I think this one was it was great. I mean, like
that's
Takeda
awesome.
can go fuck himself. But I'm glad I waited till later in the game. I tried to do him earlier in the game when you can first really get him. And it's like truly one shot, you're dead, you know?
Yeah.
So by doing the charms and everything like that, it made it a lot easier to do. It's still frustrating as hell. And then all of a sudden he'd start doing like dual reds and then his disarm and then a dual red again. I'm like, dude, what the heck, computer? You just really want to beat the hope out of me, like
Yeah.
soul crushing. So, um, yeah, it's been just Ghost of Ghost of Yotai. Picked back up a little bit of Sackboy with the B Need one. We did some of the multiplayer levels again. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's just as fun just picking his ass up and throwing him off the map too.
You're annoying. You're so annoying.
He didn't even expect that when I just picked
I
him up.
didn't see it. Like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Um, and then I'm starting season 10 on Smallville, on my rewatch of that.
Oh,
And
nice.
then I've got a rewatch of Solo Level going.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So between those, baseball spring training is here. Been watching some baseball.
That's
Watched some
right. Went to the recent Dodger spring training. That was a lot of fun.
So yeah. So Jerry, what you been doing? Because
Let's just say put another 2 notches on the board.
Look
Finished
at that.
2
Damn.
more games. Far Cry
you hear that?
6
You hear
Oh
that,
my.
folks?
and
Finished.
Village.
He finished 2 games.
Yeah, because apparently I don't finish
man.
games.
No, you don't finish one game forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
And
do
you
finish
you,
games.
You get 99% there, and then you didn't finish it. And you still haven't
But I
finished
did finish it. I
for
finally
you.
finished it.
And that's been
And
the running
then I
joke.
finally finished it myself.
You know what? I
But,
am tempted.
yeah.
I am tempted at GalaxyCon to go to Wayne Knight as
Oh, God.
Newman to say, Jerry, finish your games.
Oh my God. That'd be the ultimate troll. I'd love that. That'd be funny. Yeah, so I finished Far Cry 6. I finished Village. I am currently finishing Resident Evil 4 Remake. Um, before
If you
I
get nine,
go
if
for
you get
Requiem.
nine, yeah, four is a good segue into nine, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do, and I wanted to give it a little time to kind of finish and to finish a couple of the games that I had. I have a plan for like maybe two more games that I want to finish, and then yeah, I'm gonna get Requiem, and there you go. What have I been watching? I've been watching a lot more movies lately, just rewatching movies, some that I haven't seen in years, and I think I am gonna start. I'm definitely gonna start Monarch, the new season. That's gonna be
Nice.
awesome. But yeah, and anything have I been rewatching? I don't think
As he
so.
goes to the giant catalog that is his iTunes
Yeah,
library.
there really is no point to go scroll through that.
There
I
is no
can't
point.
remember. Yeah, just rewatching movies and pretty much just playing the older games, but yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Very nice.
No.
Very, very nice. So yeah, so with that, I want to thank everyone for crashing game night with us tonight. As always, you like what you heard, make sure to drop us a follow here on Twitch if you watch this live every week when we record. Um, Otherwise, head on over to crashinggamenight.com. Follow us on the platform of your choice. Like I said, we're carried on all the major audio platforms out there. And kind of like we talked about last week, I do want to thank everybody that has listened to us this year so far. This has been our best start ever, and we couldn't do it without everybody. So it's been tremendous, and can't wait to see where the year takes us in 2026. But
Be nice. Be nice 2026.
Yep. But with everything that is going on right now, especially with what happened over the weekend, um, people are going to be going through a lot of stressful times because now you've got family members that are deployed into an active combat situation. We have lost 5 soldiers already. So just please just keep in mind that everyone could be going through a whole lot of stuff right now when you meet them in person. You're trying to talk to them. So please just be excellent to each other.
That's right, all you nerds out there. Once again, we just want to send you off with that same message. As Matt said, it is crazy out there, and it's, getting crazy all over the world. So people are tense, people are scared. Let's just try to be there for one another. Let's try to, lend a hand when we see someone in need, or if someone's nervous or feeling it. Let's just try to be there for one another. Let's all just try to do and be better. And overall, let's be safe out there. Back to you, to J Rock, J Bone. That beard blends into the darkness. It's like a weapon. Like, hey,
Mhm.
whoa.
You're the side view, and you're just like, oh my.
That's right. Hey.
Yeah. I mean, it's March now. We are amongst getting ready for March Madness. Hopefully, you guys are ready for that.
Mm,
We are having a lot of things happening right now in the world, overseas, over here as well.
Yep.
Just it's a start of the year that we weren't expecting, but we have games here, and that's why we're here as well. We got games.
Yep.
Games are going to be fun. It's supposed to be community together, alive. We have RE9, which is my honest opinion going to be game of the year, hands down, without even seeing the rest of the year.
interesting.
And I
Nice.
and I hate horror. I hate horror games. Not hate, but I don't like them a lot.
They're not your go-to.
They're not my go-to.
You dislike them.
Yeah, I dislike them. But for it to be one of the highest rated games in the
80
last few
last time I
years.
saw it was what 89 on Metacritic, which is the highest Resident
It's
Evil has ever
highest Resident
gotten.
Evil. I
Yeah.
saw it at like a 9.5 on a lot of places. So, you know, have some fun with games. That's what they're there for.
Hmm.
You know, we're gonna have a lot of good games out in the pipeline. New Pokemon, new everything. You know, so just have some fun.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a better, funnier year. Anyways, you know, my boy Theo Walsey, he's not here today, and that's okay. You know, I'm not gonna fault him for that. But
You take it this year. You take it this
I
time.
gotta send it out. Send it out. My man Theo Walsey. It's okay. I'm gonna take this one for the team because Jerry lets me down.
I make it
Anyways,
my own.
guys.
I don't need to copy no one.
Anyways, guys, you know what? Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Until next time, TTFN, ta for now.
Good night, everybody.
There we go.